I never knew things like this could happen. I rented a motel room when I was traveling back from North Dakota to Arizona. Business type of trip, which I took every few months because I was afraid of flying. It was always the scenic route with me. I didn't mind it. Always seen interesting things. Met some nice people and picked up a few souvenirs there and back.
So there I am, laying in my bed, texting a few friends and eating a mediocre burger from the diner down the road and killing time till I fall asleep from boredom, which eventually happened. Around 2 a.m. I was awakened by a laugh, female laugh, which rolled into a sobbing kind of sound, which kind of freaked me out. I played there looking at my wall, thinking it was just the people next door, and rolled over, closing my eyes. Then I remembered, I didn't see any other cars when I came. Maybe someone came when I was sleeping. That was my hope. I'd never been to this motel before. Drove by it, but didn't like the looks of it. The only reason I was there now was because I was tired and on a budget.
I slowly sat up and looked back at the corner, and I could hear light laughter once more. I reached over to the lamp and turned it on, shining it at the corner, and could see nothing but a stained wall. But as I stared at it, the longer I looked at it, the more I started to see something. It was like they just started to vaporize into sight, if that makes sense. At first, it was just one face, and then appeared a second, third, and fourth. Then, from there, at least a dozen faces were appear from the wall.
Thinking maybe their restaurant put drugs in my food. That was kind of a hope, but that was not the case. I slowly stood up from my bed and thought I was just getting schizophrenic, late bloomer. And again, no. Rubbing my eyes as these faces watched me with confused look in their eyes, almost like a "where you going" kind of look.
My leg bumped the desk and my back against the door as my hand fumbled with the doorknob. Then another appeared, but this one was more bodied looking, sitting in the chair that sat in the opposite corner of the room, an older-looking man that was wearing clothing from a different time. His appearance looked more real, but still transparent. I picked up my bag and car keys in a panic, opened the damn door and ran out of there. Bolted for my car as I threw the hotel key at the office door, reversed and drove up to the turnoff onto the highway. But just as I was pulling away, something caught my eye.
Just behind the motel was a fucking cemetery, which I didn't see when I first pulled in because of the trees on my way in. If I knew it was there, then I wouldn't have even bothered with it. An hour later, I pulled into a major city and didn't care about the price for a hotel. Spared no expense. After the night I had, I didn't care. Now, when I take the trip up north, I take a different route just to avoid that place, and can't see how people can even go to that motel, or how someone could even build a business right near a cemetery. It was an experience I wouldn't mind forgetting, but for now, I gotta live with it.